Hey guys, Midget here, making a video on a Systema TW5 MP5. So it's a PTW MP5, I guess you could call it. It's made by Systema. There's no other clones out there of these, so it's just the Systema ones. A lot of the parts in this are compatible with standard PTWs, like the M4s. So the motor is for sure. I'm pretty sure. I've never opened this up, but I assume so. It's a thin grip. This is a very hefty gun. It's got a steel upper, so like the real thing. So my MP5 is like half the weight of this. Probably even less, because I have a plastic body on mine. I would rather use mine than this, but the trigger brake on this thing is so much better because it's got an ECU. My MP5 has just a basic MOSFET. But still, with my MP5, basic MOSFET functions really well. But this, better. It has a rail on the top, and it has a UTG rail system. It's a tri-rail, so that's pretty cool. Full stock. I don't know if they made any other stocks for these or not. I don't think so, because they're all wired to the back, I would assume. There's a mini MOSFET back here. Not sure if that is Systema or not. There is an 11.1 battery. These are really good, arguably the best for PTWs, because these fit in the buffer tubes on PTWs, and also the crane stock tube on crane stocks on PTWs. I have two of these for my rifle, my PTW, and my brother has two of these for his PTW, and he also has a third one that's a little bit shorter. It's a Vulcan one. It is for his GMP M4, but they're all interchangeable, and the chances that he's going to be using both of those rifles at the same time is low. He may lend his GMP AEG out, but still, he's got 3 batteries for 2 guns, and if I'm not using my PTW, I have 2 sticks that I can let the Alec use, or the person that's borrowing Alec's gun. So steel 40-round magazine-ish, holds 40 rounds. I have 2 5s loaded in here, and I have a speed loader full of 2s. I'm going to test it with this battery and then a bigger 11 one. This is a 25 to 35C 2200, so this fits in the stock. If my brother wants it, he can have it, but it's going to be harder on the gun. The MOSFET's going to heat up, so you can't go hard with this battery, I would assume. The motor heats up and the battery heats up. Even the motor heats up with this battery, but that's kind of normal with AEGs and PTWs alike. So let's put the magazine in. I'm not sure what's in this, what stock, what's not, but I can tell you the bolt lock feature's out of the gun. The bolt lock board is gone, so basically it will not stop shooting. It'll just keep shooting, no dry fire. So it's got semi, 3-round burst, and full auto. So also the cylinder that's in here is a blue one. I think it's a 90 or maybe an M100, but it's getting about 290 with .25. So CQB cylinder. Okay, it's out of ammo. Go ahead and load this up. I'm gonna have to get a new speed loader, because loading these PTW magazines is super duper hard with the broken tip. And I just bought this too, so gonna have to buy another one. They're cheap. So the burst is actually pretty quick. Full auto. And the full auto is pretty quick too. That's probably 25 BBs a second. That's pretty fast for a PTW, for a weaker battery too. Okay, it's empty. This gun sounds good too. Not all PTWs sound good to me. This one does. Alright, let's try the bigger battery. I'm not going to run this gun very hard. I'm just going to probably do burst and semi, because this is a higher C rating. This is 15 to 25. So if anything's going to happen, this battery's going to warm up. Whereas with this one, the MOSFET's going to warm up the gun, because the battery's supplying more power, more amps, C rating, more current. Alright, so let's try this with the bigger LiPo, see how it works. I can tell it is quicker. Let's go back to semi though. It's empty. You can hear it. Okay, it's empty. Sounds pretty good to me. This battery actually is a MOSFET warm, just a tad. So that's why I don't like to use that. This one works great. So if anything, you're going to ruin your battery instead of the MOSFET. But with this one, it cycles just a tad slower. I kind of like it a little bit better. It does cycle fast enough, and I didn't charge this either. I don't know where the charge sits. I probably charged it a few weeks ago and just put it in the box. So that's that. These are super expensive, so do I recommend them? I mean, they're great. Consistency, I will admit, with the hop-up is not very good at all. Like the range and consistency is trash. Some of the BBs are shooting perfect, some of them over-hop, some of them under-hop. It's all over the place. But this is probably a 8-year-old gun, I'm assuming. 8 to 10 years old, so it's old. I think it's 8. I think they may be 08, I'm not sure. I don't know, to be honest. Maybe 8 to 10 years old. So the hop-up may be stock and 8 to 10 years old. And obviously, if you have an 8-year-old hop-up, it's not going to be effective. So it's probably just a hop-up swap or one of the roller swaps, and then it's back up to running, being consistent. But as it sits now, consistency is not very good, but the way the gun sounds and cycles, really nice. So thanks for watching, guys. See you later. Go subscribe to AlecMac111 because he built this gun.